Good morning, guys and girls. Good morning. Hey, hello. Another day, another vlog, another Sunday. So I'm just finishing up a time lapse here. A bit of a nice wetlands back there. It's a bit overcast. Yeah, it's a nice day. It's not too cold. And basically, I wanted to just have a quick chat about knowing nothing. The idea here is that I've been reading up about the sophists, Socrates, and philosophy quite a bit. And one of the things I've just read recently, or I'm getting through, is the Apology, which is one of the 5 dialogues of Plato, and it's meant to be the kind of final, I guess, inquisition, the final discussion of Socrates before he gets, I guess, not charged. He's given the penalty of death. What's the phrase for it? Damn. Anyway, he is then, trying to defend himself as to who he is and why he's being charged and why people, are trying to get him out of the way. And one of the things that came out of it was he basically, I think, raised the idea that a lot of people who we talk to, that talk about things that they think they know, they don't. And so he makes a statement in the Apology where he says he is one of the people that knows nothing, but he is the wisest man in all of Athens. And what that means is that, he talks about these group called the artisans. And I think this is the main point that I think the whole idea of I know nothing gets to, is that with an attitude of arrogance that comes out with being a master of a certain craft, it's easy to fall into the trap of assuming that you know a lot about other things, when the case is generally the opposite. And I think that, the whole Dunning-Kruger syndrome, or whatever it is like that people overestimate their own ability to know about something. And I think that that's the point, right? Is like, you might know something about one field. I might know something about a lot about one thing. And it kind of it gives you this false sense of confidence that you might know more about different things. And I actually fell for this trap when I was working in software development, video games, and I did really well, and I got really far in the industry. And then I decided to go into entertainment. I thought, well, if I finished uni, I did all this, then, entertainment should be easy. I could kind of see that, how it works and how businesses work. Oh, I was so wrong. I got really badly burnt by it because I was too arrogant. And I think that was a very expensive lesson. But I think that humility in this case is where it's important to say to yourself, I really don't know anything about a lot of stuff. And the more you can say to yourself that statement and go, well, I just don't know it, and that's okay. And the less I know, the better, the more likely it is that I will learn something, because I'm open to learning it. And I think that was the main takeaway that I've gotten so far from the Apology, is that if you don't know, if you don't think you know when you don't know, don't assume you know something about a field when you really don't. So I think it's important to question yourself about things before assuming that you might know something about them. And so that's really it. That's a quick, short vlog today to just talk a little bit about the idea of knowing, the idea of humility. Maybe that, I don't know. I didn't know much about photography back in 2017 when I really took it up and took the camera and went up through Europe and taking photos. I didn't know the difference between ISO, shutter speed, and f-stop, really. And it's only now, like, maybe, I think only after 4 years of just photography and this and that, I really got like a handle of it. And now it's, how many years since that time? It's like almost 8 years. And now I can do a time lapse that doesn't always work out. It didn't work out today. But I still don't know, when it comes to framing, when it comes to actually doing photos, I feel like I don't know anything about it. But I didn't have that sense of not knowing when I first started taking photography, even though I know now that I knew nothing really. So again, I think the more I say to myself I don't know anything about anything, the more likely I am to actually be open to sitting down and learning something. I think that's it for today. Just a quick one. I'll see you next week, and hopefully my time lapse will work out that time. Bye.